Hey guys, back with another video. I want you guys to become okay being misunderstood. In the beginning, it's extremely difficult when you're changing and you're trying to explain to people and you don't know how to explain exactly what you're trying to do or what you're trying to change to or how you're trying to change, and you feel like you don't fit in and you feel like you're misunderstood. And everyone that you're going to learn from, who you can find information to teach you, had to go through that. And most of us just will be misunderstood forever, right? Only a certain percentage of the population will understand you. The 97% just won't. They just think they don't believe in the things that the mantras you've said so many times you believe that is the truth, right? All these affirmations I've given you. And it's really hard when it's your family, right? And I know some of you are probably going through this as we speak. You're getting up and you're studying and you're journaling and you're starting to change, and now you're starting to ask better questions and deeper questions and more profound questions, and you're really starting to want to understand more. And you can't really have a real conversation with your friend or your lover or whoever because they're not doing any of that. And you're gonna, at some point, have to make a decision. Are you gonna love yourself and do what feels good for you, and hopefully people will understand and accept you for who you're becoming? Or are you gonna play it safe and get back in your comfort zone? If you're in the comfort zone, you're dying. There's been numerous studies, so many studies done. We are animals. We are meant to be thriving and striving. We are not meant to be sitting around, laying around. This is when disease comes in, boredom, depression. None of those things can live in a body that's thriving. It has to be in a dark, it's like mold. It has to be in a certain environment. Once you get out of that environment, you're misunderstood. People don't understand who you are or what you're doing. Some people, then you're gonna start vibrating more and they're not, and they're just gonna vibrate out of your life. And this is where you gotta make decisions that are tough. Do I have faith that if I keep vibrating up, my significant other or whoever is gonna get on board and start vibrating and catch me and want to be with me and want to be on this journey? Or are they holding me back and this isn't really a good fit anyways? And so you're gonna have to be the decider in that. But you gotta make decisions. Part of this whole process is decision making, and more specifically, committed decision. Committed decision, you're gonna give yourself a command and you're gonna make yourself do it. That could be a 20-minute walk a day, journaling every day, creating content, whatever it is, starting a business, getting your health better, whatever that committed decision is for you. You don't leave it up to hope and chance and, oh, maybe I'll remember. No, you have a log and you write it down and you're doing it every day and you're checking it off, right? That's why I created this journal, because I give you the 4 basics that I think change anyone's life. I don't care how much of a rock star you are, right? 1, huge goal. Got to have it. That's what keeps us striving and thriving. 2, gratitude is a must. You have to start having gratitude in your life for the things you have and the things you want to have in the future. 3, probably the most important and the hardest, forgiving. You have to forgive people, and mostly yourself, for all the times you've let yourself down, all the times you said you're going to lose weight and you didn't, all the times you said you were going to go to the gym and you didn't, all the times you said you were going to hang out with your kid and you didn't, all the times you said you were going to be a better husband and you weren't. Whatever it was, you have to forgive yourself from all that. It's in the past. Let it go. Forgive yourself. And then you're going to action steps. And the action steps, it makes it so simple. You write down these 6 action steps that you want to do in the day. You can do them first thing in the morning, last thing in the night, or all through the day. But once you have them written out, then you can just put a check when you do them. And you start at 1. And you don't move to 2 until 1's done. And then you don't move to 3 until 2's done. And if you only get to 3 that day, then the next day you start at 4, right? Because you got to do those 6 action steps. It builds a habit in you. You pick these 6 action steps, they're going to help you get to this goal you've achieved because you've written out all these things. What are the 6 things I think would get me to this goal, right? And you could write out 100, right? And then you want to find the 6 that you really believe. You've asked yourself enough questions, you've asked for guidance, you've read other things, you've studied some people that have done the thing that you're trying to do, and they've given ideas on things that they really had to do to get to where they're at. Now it's a copycat league. You just copy what they did. It's so simple. It's not easy because you got to do the work and you got to change habits. Once you guys understand that and I don't like saying it, but once you become aware of some of the habits you have, some of your habits are awesome. I don't want you to change those. Some of your habits you have, you don't even understand it is a habit. Your sleep pattern, how you get dressed in the morning, how you brush your teeth, how you talk, how you communicate, your work ethic, everything is a habit. And you can't change it just by saying, I want to change it. You have to put the work in. You have to do the 66 days. You have to do it consistently. You have to be on it. And this is why it becomes so hard, because it's uncomfortable. Because your paradigm doesn't want you to change. Your paradigm wants you to stay in the safe zone. And so that's the battle, right? It's a mental battle. It's you battling your thoughts and your feelings. And both of those are habits. You've either had habit of having negative thoughts come in all the time, bombarding you, and you've accepted it. And then you start to have feelings attached to those. And you've done this over and over and over and over and over. 365 days in a year. Just say you do it 1,000 times a day. Times 365, times X amount of years, however many years you've been doing it. It's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times. You've had a thought impression, mixed with a feeling has created your reality. It sounds super simple, me saying it, because you're just unaware if that's what's really going on. Now you start standing guard at your mind and paying attention to what's coming in. I don't accept that. I don't accept that. I don't accept that. And your paradigm starts to get uncomfortable because it likes the known. It doesn't like the unknown. The unknown could be scary. You could fail. You could get hurt. Right? It just wants to keep you safe in the comfort zone. And it doesn't know the difference between good and bad, right or wrong, right? If you think a negative thought, it just thinks that's what you believe. That's what you want. It brings that to you. If you say debt all the time, I'm in debt, I'm in debt, you're just going to keep being in debt. These laws are super basic. A first grader can understand this stuff, but they need to be made aware of what's really going on. What is the truth in all of this? The truth is, thoughts are extremely powerful. There's a reason you see what you think, right? If I say cat, you don't see C-A-T, you see a picture of a cat. That's extremely important. That is one of the best faculties to help you change your reality that there is. And then you compound speaking on top of that. In the beginning, what was there? In the beginning was the word. That was the beginning of all of this, was the word, not the thought, not the feeling, not the literature, none of that, the word. Our words are extremely powerful. And if you run around all day, every day, saying 500 to 1,000 negative things, I can pretty much tell you how your life is and what your bank account looks like. It's not hard to figure out. Once I understand how you speak, it's pretty easy to understand where you're at in life. I see it all the time. People all over the place that I know. And I feel bad every time they get whacked by life, but it's like, dude, 2 weeks ago, you went off. You were yelling at this person or doing that or doing this or doing that, talking negative about your wife, doing this, whatever it was, and here we go. Your boomerang came back. I try to tell people, I try to keep people aware, they don't want to hear it. Because then it means they're not a victim. And maybe this is going to make you not want to start this journey, right? I don't know. I hope the things I'm saying and the things I'm talking about resonate with some of you, and you really want to change your life and get out of the old and get into the new, the present, and start changing your life and start being happy and thankful and giving and kind, and these things will come back to you. And it just is a compounding. It's amazing. Like and subscribe, please, so more people can get this information. Please leave a comment. If you have a feeling to leave a comment, please do. I would love to, or DM us, whatever. Just if you need to have a personal conversation or want some more information or book recommendations, anything. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.